Is there a point where you say, this is my last one? And then you let a day go by and you say, well, okay, maybe I'll, think about it. And then 2 days later, you're ready to do another one?
I don't think I can do anything else. To be honest with you. Yeah.
I've heard that from other filmmakers. One person said I could be a busboy or I could be a filmmaker. That's all I could do.
I worked for the government. I was in the military, and I didn't do very well. So
you were a hostage.
Yeah, something. There's something there. So no, filmmaking. I think there's no other option.
Anyone else?
Well, I mean, me personally, I am kind of at a point where it starts to feel like a very expensive hobby, and it just can't be. I mean, maybe it can be for some people, if that's okay. But I think for me, it's always just trying to figure out how to do the business better. But no, this is all literally 33 years this year in the business, and I've never worked in any other industry or held any other kind of job.
What's the question?
Why do this to yourself?
Oh, yeah. I think, for any of us, it's all comes back to the desire to tell stories and, create interesting or unique or compelling visuals and sound and put them into a montage and, have people experience that. I think that's it. That's really all there is. One of my mentors, his name is Charlie Midnight. He's a songwriter. He's a Grammy-winning songwriter. And I get to sit in on a lot of his kind of sessions he has with musicians. And, he basically, every one of them, he just starts with you have to do this because you love the process of it. And there's going to be a million obstacles. And you have to be into the process. Because if you think you're going to you're only going to be happy if you're, Lady Gaga, that, it has to be about the process. So
I think that, I do it, along the lines is it's addicting. It's like the drugs. That first day on set is the most spine tingling, numb, stomach curling feeling I've ever had, and then the 12 hours end and you feel like you've done everything wrong and you should probably go jump off a cliff, and the next day begins, and then you get in the rhythm, and it's like you're making this you're creating this monster or baby or creation or whatever each time. And for me, it's a little, I guess, masochistic, my love of making movies, because it's definitely comes at a price, and I think everyone pays their own price, whether, I think there's people who make $100 million movies that pay a certain price for making those. But it's addicting. That's why I do it. And everyone says, what else am I going to do? I'm not very good with a hammer, I'm good at films hammering people. I'm good at hammering a prosthetic, But so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just add, I get what you're saying about masochism, but I think, masochism, pain is just intense pleasure magnified for the effect. So if you just look at it that way, but just because this thing will probably be online, and my dad hates it when I say it.
It will be, yeah.
I got my first memory when I was 3 years old was pulling back the blankets in my bed and a skeleton being there and running down the steps. My second memory is my mom chewing out my dad. So I think it's I've always been drawn to this weird macabre and darkness. And I think it's what you were saying about storytelling. It's really you have to tell the stories. And for whatever reason, if you're making movies, it's because you need to tell, that's the medium that has chosen you to tell the story. If you could just write novels or be a painter or whatever, but I think all of us up here, obviously this is the medium it's almost chooses you. It's this is the only, you can try to outlet that storytelling and creativity in other ways, and I've tried. But in the end, it just doesn't work. The only way it works is if it's visual, the visual medium. And I have no idea why that is.